Hey, what's up, friends? Welcome back. If you guys are brand new here, welcome to the show. My name is Anton, and this is the Anton Czachor Show. And today's episode is brought to you by Melanie, who has requested that we check out the song Believe by Brooks Dunn off of their 2005 record, Hillbilly Deluxe. Hillbilly Deluxe. And so as usual, if you guys want to win a free song quest, join everybody in the Discord, leave your submission there and answer the question down below in the comment section. What is your favorite artist outside of country? Let me know down below. And that's it. So let's sit back, relax, and get into Brooks and Dunn, Believe.
Old man Wrigley lived in that White House down the street where I grew up. Mama used to send me over with things. We struck a friendship up, spent a few long summers out on his old porch swing.
I like that smile.
Said he was in the war, went in the Navy, lost his wife, lost his baby. Broke down and asked him one time, how you keep from going crazy?
I like a little bit of that.
I'll see my wife and son in just a little while. I asked him what he meant.
Oregon?
He looked at me and smiled, said, I raise my hands, bow my head.
He has a good voice.
I'm finding more and more truth in the words written in red. They tell me that there's more to life than just what I can see. Oh,
yeah, he has a very good voice, actually. I wasn't sold at first in the verses, but the chorus he shows a bit more.
A few years later, I was off
more passion. But he's just talking now.
On the phone one night, getting all caught up on the gossip, the ins and outs of the small town life. She said, oh, by the way, son, old man Wrigley has died.
Oh, wow.
Later
His
on that
buddy.
night, I laid there thinking back. Thought about a couple long lost summers. I didn't know whether to cry or laugh. If there was ever anybody deserved a ticket to the other side, it'd be that sweet old man who looked me in the eye.
They do a good job making him look like that.
Bow my head, finding more and more truth in the words written in red. They tell me that there's more to life than just what I can see.
Ooh, the gospel.
I can't quote the book, the chapter or the verse. You can't tell me it all ends in a slow ride in a hearse. You know I'm more and more convinced the longer that I live. Yeah, this can't be, no, this can't be, no, this can't be all there is. Lord, I raise my hands.
Yeah, I got goosebumps, man.
Oh, I'm finding more and more truth in the words written in red. They tell me that there's more to this than just what I can see.
Going to Wrigley's house.
I believe.
The Bible.
I believe.
Was it a picture of Wrigley and him as a kid?
I believe.
If I don't see it, I'm going to choose to believe that. All right, that was Brooks and Dunn, Believe, and I'm going to choose to believe, haha, that when he saw that picture, it was an old picture of Wrigley and him as a kid. Because that just hits me in the feels, man. I'm just like, ah. Because, first of all, I think I know why you chose this song, Melanie. I know, like, a lot of country fans on the channel, like, give me a lot of the country they know I like, which is modern, big hook country, pop country, that kind of thing, because I know I love it. And I know you're, like, you're still in the 90s country. You're still trying to find the oldies that you think I like. And this one, you found a good one. I think that Brooks and Dunn, whoever the main vocalist of this group is, the guy singing, he does have a great voice, and I love the gospel influence in the background. I just love his passion, his power, and I love the bridge of this song. And this one hit me. This one was good. At first, because it was just talking in the verses, there wasn't very much melody, and I was like, oh, maybe I'm not going to like this guy, but I assumed far too quickly that I wasn't going to fully vibe with it, and this one completely won me over. But something I will just say about this kind of idea of like the music video and this thing is, obviously, it goes without saying, anyone who's followed the channel, you know my relationship with my father growing up, or lack thereof, or just terrible, let's say. And because of that, I've always craved the mentorship and leadership of father figures. I've always been drawn to people that I want to love me. You know what I mean? Still to this day, I'll sometimes meet somebody who, for whatever reason, reminds me of the good parts of my dad, but not the bad parts. This actually happened literally 2 weeks ago. I met somebody, and he kind of like took me aside at a party, and he's doing like really big things in the world. And he's like, you know what? Like I see something in you. I see some of myself in you, and I want to help, get you where you want to go. I want to take you under my wing and kind of push me. And immediately my heart was just like, I was like, Dad? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it hit me so hard, like very emotionally, that somebody would see something in me. Because obviously when your father doesn't show you love, never tells you they respect you, never tells you they love you, never tells you they like you, and always shows you the opposite, you crave love. You want some to matter to somebody. You want to make somebody proud. Like my mom and I always got along. My mom and I, but there's a different relationship with a mother and a father. You know what I mean? And believe me, if I had a great relationship with my dad and a shitty relationship with my mom, I'd be in a different brand of fucked up. I'd be craving other things. I'd be craving probably women a lot. I'd probably be hopping from relationship to relationship, trying to find a woman to love me, which I don't really have. It's more for me, like I crave that male, older energy to just be like, hey, I'm proud of you, son. You know what I mean? Almost like the country vibe kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like, if I met one of these guys at a party and they're just like, I see something in you, son, I'd be like, Dad? Like, you know what I mean? But it's just like, yeah, for whatever reason, and I'm not even going to say that, not even for whatever reason. I know exactly why. It's because I never had a dad. And I never had a grandpa. My grandpa died before I was born. And then my other grandfather on my mom's side of the family was a fucked up child molester. So I never had any male role model in my life growing up. You know what I mean? I had one, my mom's friend, Christopher. He was like a surrogate father a bit when I was growing up, but even then he lived in another country. So I never was able to really have that relationship with another man to just make me deep down feel like I was okay. Because again, my father always said I wasn't okay. That there's something wrong with me. I wasn't this enough. I wasn't that enough. I wasn't this. I'm a fuck up. All this kind of stuff, right? literally would say that shit to me, by the way. He'd be like, yeah, like, you're not going anywhere in life. He'd like pit my sister and me and my brother against each other. He'd be like, yeah, Sabina, you're going somewhere. Anton, probably not. Like, literally at the dinner table, like, it was fucked up, dude. And so it's just like, yeah, seeing this, you know, seeing this video and seeing that kid and what that old man kind of took him under his wing, and it's sometimes in the things that are unsaid. You know what I mean? It's the fact that someone's just going to talk to you. Is that someone wants to spend time with you. You know what I mean? That means the world to a kid who maybe doesn't have a good relationship with their father. Like, if that, like, that would mean the world to me when I was a kid. Just someone just wanting to be around me, you know, wanting to help me, to love me, to whatever. And it's like the fact that when the kid left the not a cemetery, or I guess it is a cemetery, but when he went back and he saw that the last thing, what's it called? How you hold a space in a book. I'm blanking on it, but he was reading his Bible and he was using the picture of him and the kid to hold as a page turner or whatever. It's like that kind of made me a bit emotional. Just the idea that relationship would matter so much to old man Wrigley. You know what I mean? It's like, I find that very beautiful. But yeah, let's go into to the meaning behind this and see if the artist said anything about the song. All right, we're back. So I didn't see anything written about this song, but let's jump in the lyrics here. So old man Wrigley lived in that white house down the street where I grew up. Mommy used to send me over with things. We stuck a friendship up. I spent a few long summers out on his old porch swing. Said he was in the war when in the Navy. Lost his wife, lost his baby. Broke down and asked him one time how you keep from going crazy. He said, I'll see my wife and son in just a little while. I asked him what he meant. He looked at me and smiled. Now I get it. He took the kid under his wing because it was a way to get his child back in some sense. You know, it was a way to have a relationship with something that was taken from him. Said, I raise my hands, bow my head. I'm finding more and more truth in the words written in red. They tell me there's more to life than just what I can see. Oh, I believe. A few years later, I was off at college talking to my mom on the phone one night, getting all caught up on the gossip, the ins and the outs of the small town life. She said, oh, by the way, son, old man Wrigley has died. Later on that night, I lay there thinking back, thought about a couple long lost summers. I didn't know whether to cry or laugh. If there was ever anybody who deserved a ticket to the other side, it'd be that sweet old man who looked me in the eye. I can't quote the book, the chapter or the verse. You can't tell me it all ends in a slow ride in a hearse. You know, I'm more and more convinced the longer that I live. Yeah, this can't be. No, this can't be. No, this can't be all there is. Lord, I raise my hands, bow my head. Oh, I'm finding more and more truth in the words written in red. They tell me there's more to this than just what I can see. I believe. All right, man. Well, that was Brooks and Dunn, Believe. Beautiful song. What were your thoughts, though? What are your favorite Brooks and Dunn songs? Let me know down below. And if this is your first time, what do you think? Were you with me? Were you kind of blown away by the emotional quality, the content of this one? Yeah, I think this was another special one. So thank you, Melanie. And if you guys enjoyed this video and you want to help out with the almighty YouTube algorithm, definitely leave a like, leave a comment, just a heart, something simple just to help the algorithm, and keep sharing these videos around. I really appreciate it. And that's it. So I'll see everybody again in the next one. I love you. Bye.